One of my goals in life, bucket list, is to be part of one of these lists: 40 under 40, 50 under 50, whatever's age appropriate for me. And Oakland County recently announced the new members of the Oakland Together 40 under 40 class of 2024. And joining us is Lydia Michael of West Bloomfield, founder and owner of Blended Collective. Thanks for joining us, Lydia.
Hi, Kevin. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming here, taking time out of your schedule. You have a very, very interesting background. I'm looking. You actually started in digital media and marketing. Can you first just talk about your journey from working in digital media and marketing to going into your own venture in entrepreneurship and Blended Collective?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I always say my journey has not been the most linear, taking me into entrepreneurship. Like you said, I started in digital media and marketing, working for the Detroit Jazz Festival, actually, very local here. Started doing an internship with them and met the right people at the right time through that internship and ended up in the music and entertainment space for about 5 years doing international marketing, managing artists and musicians globally. And after that, I decided to go back to my hometown, which is Germany, where I was born and raised, and spent a couple of years there. Went back to school actually to do an international MBA program and ended up doing some projects with Deloitte and another one with L'Oreal in the German market. And after that, I came back to Detroit. And this is really when Detroit was reinventing itself, late
Right.
2016, early
Mhm.
2017. And I was trying to find my passion, combine that with my experience. And that really resulted in me creating Blended Collective, where I bring together culture and marketing under one roof.
Culture and marketing under one roof. So essentially, Blended Collective, and I want you to go a little bit more on this. Blended Collective is actually focused on small businesses. Your mission is to enrich brands and organizations with culture and emotion through marketing effort. What exactly does that mean?
Absolutely. So when we look at the statistics, we see that 20 years from now, 50% of the US population is going to be multicultural. And because of that, it's really important for brands to understand how to position themselves so that they can reach their audiences in the most effective way. But at the
Good
same
point.
time, we also see that research shows that the most successful organizations and companies are the ones that know how to evoke the emotions of their customers. And this is where emotion comes into play. So that's sort of our sweet spot, our secret sauce, if you will, when it comes to marketing and working with businesses, is really focusing on culture and emotion, which is another part that I bring through in my book that I published last year, Brand Love. It's where I really focus on how you can build that emotional but also rational journey to achieve brand loyalty.
Good. Yeah, I see the book right there behind you for our audience listening on 89.3. Brand Love, a book that you authored yourself. Can you just talk a little bit more about Brand Love and how people can access that book?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's available through my publisher, koganpage.com. It's also on Amazon and everywhere else you can find books. The focus of the book is really understanding how you can build that journey, whether you're a startup, a small business, a corporation. It's really written in a way where everybody can find insights as to how to build this journey to achieve brand loyalty with their customers. So I really focus on organizations and how they can evoke the emotions of their customers by tapping into their hearts and minds. So I have featured interviews with global brand leaders. I've talked to companies like Toyota, Lego, Huda Beauty, very known companies, but also local companies that are doing an amazing job in building that loyalty and that journey with their customers.
I think that's very, very important nowadays. You are seeing a lot more companies become more socially conscious, more conscious of things that's just going on in the world with us regular citizens. So I can understand that that's a vital part of a brand and business nowadays. For the most part, you want to kind of tap into what your audience is actually reacting to in their daily lives. Also, considering the fact that you have been recognized by Oakland County, Oakland's Together 40 under 40. How do you believe your work contributes to making a positive impact within the Oakland County? community.
Yeah, I mean, Oakland County is definitely a big part of it. This is, where I live, where I reside, but also outside of that, I think our reach is really unlimited in working with a lot of different business support programs, economic development organizations. We're very involved in the local community, whether it's, working with a small business to help them get their marketing right or to help them build a brand identity. Very involved in that space. And I think it's, not just a passion of mine to do that kind of work, but it's also nice to, at the same time, be recognized for that work and just know that you're on that right path,
Right.
and keep it going.
Right, right. And we're joined right now by Lydia Michaels, owner and founder of Blended Collective, and she is right here from the Greater West Bloomfield area. Being that you are a young business owner, also there are going to be some challenges that you're going to face. But you were recognized for the success of it. But can you talk about some of the challenges that you face and other young professionals could face, and how they could overcome them to reach success in their business?
Yeah, I think, sometimes, especially once you reach a certain level, I think it's easy to get complacent and to get comfortable,
Yeah.
which is probably not the best thing to do, but also understanding how to stay culturally relevant, I think is extremely important for a business owner and to continue to
Mm,
assess the landscape and understand how you can continue to provide value to your customers, to new potential clients, right? So that you can remain relevant. So continuing to listen to what people's needs are, where are gaps in the marketplace that you can help fill either with current or even new offerings. I think that's been really a core driver for our business to keep staying relevant.
yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. From your experience, though, what would you say would be a memorable experience or moment that kind of helped shape your vision as a leader within your organization?
I think there's definitely been a few different ones. One of the more recent one, or the one that really pushed us to kind of reassess and change paths of our business is the pandemic. I know it's been a
Ah,
while now, but throughout the
mhm.
pandemic, like any other small business,
Right.
we were at a standstill for a minute and we had to figure it out and really understand, okay, well, where can we continue to provide value? Where can we offer new services? And that's really where we started working heavily with business support programs, economic development organization, and that's now become one of our core drivers in the business. And so that happened through one of the challenges of the pandemic, um, that pushed us to think differently about our business.
No, absolutely. That was definitely a time to reflect on your personal life, but also your professional life. A lot of people changed careers during that time. A lot of people just, got out of their situation during that time. But ultimately, it's a good time to just reflect and see how you can adapt, adjust to the times, and then to just, the new demands of the consumer, I should say, ultimately. So,
Yeah.
Lydia Michaels, from the Blended Collective, joining us here again on the Splash Live, talking a little bit about her acknowledgement or her recognition as an awardee for the class of 2024, Oakland Together's 40 Under 40. Lydia, before we get out of here, any advice that you would like to give to the community? Anything that you have coming up, or do you want to continue to promote your book and tell people how to reach out, how to access it, please?
Yeah, so you can learn more about us at blendedcollective.com. There's also more information about me directly at lydiamichael.com, and you're welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Lydia, for joining us from Blended Collective of West Bloomfield.
Thank you, Kevin.